Okay, welcome back to the latest Gobby Gaffer live stream. Let's just get a few things sorted out here. Um, let's get the chat window sorted out. Okay, can I minimize that? Yeah, I can. Hi, Alex. How are you doing? Hi, Finley. Got in first. Well done. I'm a little bit early tonight by my standards. I'm normally at the very last. I think I've got everything done, like my thumbnail, descriptions, and then I come to kind of start clicking buttons and think, oh, I've not done that, I've not done that. So I'm normally always a bit late, but I think I've cracked it tonight. I'm live before 8 o'clock. Marvelous. Okay, so I don't think Phil is coming tonight. He said he might try, but he thought he might not do. So at the moment it's just Finley and Alex. So great to have you along. Okay, so it's actually been a very busy transfer window in that the number of players that I've gone in for, really, really good players that we could afford. And I don't know how many times. In fact, I've been on again today trying to find last minute bits and pieces, but just nobody wants to come to us. Because we're in that second division, nobody wants to come to us. So I have signed some players. As you can see on screen, I have signed some players. Whether they are going to be second-rate players, because we weren't allowed to sign my kind of the people that I wanted. Anyway, yeah. So Friday I went off stream, couldn't sleep that night. This game, it really gets to me. Football really gets to me. It always has done, and I mean, being a Manchester City supporter, you can imagine. Okay, we're doing fine now, but there were many, many, many years, decades where we weren't great, and I am a very, very bad loser, so you can imagine after Friday it didn't go down very well. But anyway, let's move on. We have to move on, and I'll show you what the media prediction is shortly. So transfers out, 22.5 million are brought into the club. Cesar Montes, it was a very memorable semi-final, Alex. You're right. And I think, to be honest, I think that made it even worse for me, because after the first leg, losing 4-0, I thought, right, that's it. Start planning for next season, still in the second division. And then when we were 5-0 up in the second leg, I thought, you know what, we're actually going to do this. Sometimes you get that gut feeling, and I thought we were going to do it. And then Chelsea versus Fulham, you know what? That is a very, very difficult game. I'm kind of thinking of doing Chelsea as my beta save, because they should be one of the better teams in the league. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether they've got too many players in the dressing room who think they're the bee's knees. Not sure. Pochettino is a great manager, and I think he will turn it round, providing he's given time. But so you're both saying wins for Fulham. Yeah, you see, it's anyway. Back to Espanyol. So yeah, Cesar Montes, and I think that Football Manager does these little things that we all know, these little spanner in the works things. And before the final, Arsenal came in for him. I knocked it back, and I knew they would come back. I think PSG came in for him as well, but eventually I had to let him go. His head was turned. His head was turned in before that final, which again, like I say, is a typical Football Manager thing to do. But anyway, so he's gone, but it did bring some nice money in. Beltran, who I was leaving out of the team in the last few games because he seemed to be losing the ball an awful lot. Wasn't very impressed with him. So I got 7.25 million for him. And Brian Olivan, who was one of the fullbacks who was out on loan, he went for 1.5 million. You might do Spurs. I mean, Luton is. I think Luton. I'm not sure about Luton as a B to save because Luton is not going to be easy. It would be a very, very good save to have where you've got, 3, 4, 5 seasons to do the job with. But I think Spurs would be quite a good one to do. And that new lad seems to have got him playing really well. So, okay, let's have a look at the players I've managed to bring in. I've made quite a few signings. Um, the DM we had last season has gone back off his loan. None of the loan players wanted to come back again. So I've signed Tommy Doyle from Manchester City. And I mean, we all know Tommy Doyle, don't we? He's very, very good. He's going to sit in there as the DLP. And I do have options off the bench now that could come in for him. But yeah, very good player. Unfortunately, because we're not in Europe anymore, he's actually classed now as non-EU. We're only allowed 2, so he was one of them. And the other one is Rhys Williams, we brought in from Liverpool, another English lad, centre half. We needed centre halves with Montez going. Very, very good player, very right-footed, but another very, very good player. We've got 2 brand new centre. Well, in fact, we've got 3 brand new centre halves in. So we paid 3.3 up to 4.2 million for Tommy Doyle. We've got is he called Sira Turkman? But he wanted to be known by his first name, so I've given him the nickname Turkman. So he's coming in midfield. He is very, very good at playmaking. He's got 16 for passing, 16 for vision. His concentration's a little bit low, and he's not the quickest player in the world. My mouse has decided to start playing silly beggars again. But we did need somebody in that midfield with Beltran going. So Turkman has come in from Claremont for 3.3 million. 3.6 million, another central midfield player. And again, he's got better mentals, very good passing, very good technique, good vision, good first touch. He probably could do a little bit more on the physical side, but if we want him just to sit in there and do a bit of running, do a bit of passing, I think he will be another very good player for us. I had a little bit of a dilemma with my goalkeeper. He is actually, I think, what's his name? Is it, I can't think what his name is. Pacheco, isn't it? Where's he gone? Pacheco, yeah. I was a little bit unsure about Pacheco. Or a short and snappy save like City. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, the beta is really only to test the game out, isn't it? So you could do worse than, doing City, really. Because you're only going to, how many seasons are you going to do? And it depends how often you play it. I mean, I'm looking at doing maybe 3 videos a week. So you've got to work out off camera, on camera, how many games, how many seasons before the 6th of November. So for me, as a kind of content creator, I've got to look at it slightly different. But anyway, so yeah, I brought this young keeper in on loan. He's got 4.5 star potential. He's worth 35 million. He's coming as a 2.5 star. He is only 20. But he's got some very, very good stats. 15 for reflexes, 14 positioning. His concentration's very good. Determination's very good. He's 6'4", so you would expect aerial reach to be very good. So I think with Pacheco going, I have got him on the. In fact, I've taken about 5 or 6 bids for him, so I think he will be going. So he's going to be. One of the problems I've got is I've got to be careful not to disrupt the team too much. But anyway, he's going to be my starting goalkeeper. We've already had a look at Rhys Williams. We've got Ruben Pulido, 23-year-old Spanish centre back. Again, very right-footed, but 6 foot, 15 for heading. 16 for tackling. Very good mentals. I think he will do very, very good for us. I have a wireless keyboard and mouse, and whenever I start doing the live streams, my mouse starts playing up, and it has been charged. So, Ruben Pulido, he's going to be probably our starting centre back for the season. I've brought Amad Diallo in from United on loan as either a backup or a starter on that right hand side. We have Lazo there, but we don't really have a backup for him. So 22-year-old, and he's got some very, very good stats. One or two of the stats, maybe that he, composure and decisions. We'll have to see how he goes, but very left-footed. He's going to come in off that right-hand side. So, and the other player from Bayern Munich on loan is Gabriel Vidovic, 3-star with the potential to be 4.5. He's gonna, he could play striker. He's probably going to be, him and Suarez are going to share that left-hand side there. But if I need an attacking midfielder, he can come on for that as well. So on loan, I think he will do a good job for us. So that's all my transfers in. If we go just have a look at the tactic. Now, this lad came back off loan. I didn't even know I had him. He was actually out on loan at Zaragoza. Weirdly, Zaragoza got promoted last season. So have I had a look at his history? So this is his history playing for Zaragoza. He was on loan there last season. 37 appearances, 29 goals, 2 assists, 10 player of the matches, 7.40. So he's proven in this league, and he was kind of instrumental in getting Zaragoza promoted. So obviously we have Lorenzo Luca up front, but we have got this Ivan Azon now. I have sold Thiago Thomas, has gone. Don't know why he didn't appear. Maybe it was in the season before quota, but Thiago Thomas has gone. Very injury prone. He did score goals when he came on, but very injury prone. The stories that I've got to tell. So Lorenzo Luca, we did speak about this. I think Alex asked about his contract. So I had a look at it, and he had a buyout clause of 6.5 million. Reasonably long contract, but I thought, well, that's no good because somebody's going to nick him. We need that buyout clause to be 30, 40 million for a prolific scorer like him. So I went in and offered him a new contract. It looks like in this division in Spain, I'm not sure, you have to give them buyout clauses. I couldn't take it off at all. So the best I've been able to do was give him about another 10 grand a week, I think. And I've virtually doubled his buyout clause. It's 13.5 million now, which is still not a lot, to be honest, for a prolific goal scorer. But I tried all different kinds of things, kept trying to bump it up, and he wouldn't have it. So we've had to settle on that. Not a lot I can do, really. Did I show? I don't think I showed Ampadu. This, I think, was a transfer that I'd organised I think he was on a free transfer. I think I looked at it in January, and I could pick him up on a free in July. And that's exactly what I did. So Ethan Ampadu, Welsh lad, and he's come in. He's now worth 5.2 million. Got him on a free. He can play left-footed, so him and Sanchez are going to do the left side of defence. And again, he's decent. His mentals are very, very good. Not particularly good at heading, but marking and tackling very, very good. So he's another new addition. Like I say, came in. I actually signed him, I think, in January. I'd forgotten all about him. But so that's basically. So one or two other things. I managed to get the retained transfer value up to 100%, which was really important because that Montez money that came in, I managed to get all of that to be able to use. So that was really important. What else have I got to say? I've been offered two international jobs, uh, Canadian and Norway. Both came in for me, and I turned them both down, obviously, because the object of this save is to get Espanyol back into LaLiga. And of course, FM24 is very nearly on our doorstep now, so I don't really intend to be carrying this save over. It's just really to, like I said to Phil the other day, it's been a really good learning exercise for me because the number of buttons that you've got to press to get this up and running, and my green screen, all of that kind of thing has all got to be set up. So it's been a good learning exercise for me, this. If you decide to do live streaming in FM24, then I have learnt an awful lot. Okay, so let's go to the media prediction. And what have I been up to today? I went to Tesco, did my shopping, and Mondays is a difficult day for me because it's a strange day in that I have to kind of schedule my evening eating around my grandson's football practice. And that has now been moved onto a 4G pitch under floodlights, 6 till 7 every Monday evening. So it's a bit of a strange day for me Mondays because, like, eating, well, I normally eat a bit later, but I can't do that because by the time I've got home and set all this up, then I wouldn't have eaten. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Obviously, I've had to produce the thumbnail for this, and I've actually been on the Espanyol save. I was on it for about 2 hours around lunchtime, just trying to. Well, I'll show you this first. The finances, I have still got some money, and I've been trying to spend it, but oh my word, it's hard work. So season preview. So we're predicted to go up as champions 4-9. I mean, can we do it this season? The big challenger, they're saying, will be Granada, who got relegated. I mean, whether they will be or not, I don't know. But obviously, we've got rid of Celta Vigo. We've got rid of Zaragoza, Elche, who beat us in the final. They've all gone now, and the media Dream 11 is full of our players, basically. So that is absolutely brilliant. Hopefully, we can do the business. What was for tea then? Well, basically, what I do, I live on my own, so I'm divorced, and so what I tend to do is I tend to batch cook my food. This is all good, isn't it, on a football channel? So I batch cook my food, and it works out really well. So anyway, one of the things I miss being a single person is a Sunday roast, because you can't really cook a Sunday roast for one person. So anyway, I did a version of it and I batch cooked it. Bought some Yorkshire puddings in, Aunt Bessie's Yorkshire puddings, and I've kind of had a bit of a Sunday roast for my tea. But I've actually batch cooked, so I've got another 3 editions of it to go, which is really good. But yeah, I batch cook a lot of my food, and then you get really good, like curries and chilies and things like that. But it's a case now of just go in the freezer, bring it out, do a bit of collie with it or something, bit of gravy, and away you go. It saves money. It certainly does, Finley. And in the climate that we've got at the moment, it definitely saves money. Finances wise, we have the board did put a bit of money in, so we've got 12 million in the bank, which I think for us is quite good. I've still got 5.5 million in the transfer budget, and if Pacheco goes, that's going to bring in another 2, I think, and we are under the wage budget by about 60,000. So, and I think that's probably about it. The schedule, obviously, we've had a load of friendlies that we battered teams in, but I'm not worried about that. All it was really was to try and get us used to the tactic. I'm actually training a low block at the moment, which the familiarity is not great, but I think we'll go to this one. Is that the one that yeah, that's the one. We'll go back to that one. I did try to train it a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be doing that well. So we'll go back to this one because this is the tactic, the initial tactic that I'm going to be using. Right, okay, so just the two in the chat tonight, and it does look like Phil's probably not gonna arrive, but then you know, we all have other things to do in our lives, don't we? So we're very near to the first game of the season, and Pacheco is going, so he's gone now, and that does leave us, I think, that does leave us a spot. So the goalkeeper is going to be Slonier, and I think the backup goalkeeper is Juan Garcia. But we have got a space now, which I'll see what the director of football's doing bits and pieces in the background. So we'll see whether he comes up with anything. If not, I might just save it till January and maybe try and spend it in January. Okay, right. So Ampadu is out for 1 to 3 days. That's a pretty standard thing, isn't it? You always get an injury leading into a game. The goalkeeper has not played with us at all yet. He's been out with, he's an American, and he's been out with the under 23 American team on some kind of an extravaganza. So we've not actually right, what's going on here now? 21-year-old centre back. Right, he doesn't look very good, does he? Yeah, we'll have that. In fact, we'll have all of those. We'll accept all transfer offers for him. He says there's 4 watching. Oh, well, I mean, that's good information, that, Alex, because unlike Phil, I did try to be clever the other day and try and get a couple of boxes up so I could see, 1-0 Chelsea. So I could see what was going on like Phil does. But that's handy information, that, because if it says there's 4 watching, then obviously 2 people are just lurking, which is fine, you know. If people want to lurk, then that's fine. But that's good information, that, Alex, because like I say, the only thing I've got on my screen is the chat pane, and I'm a bit frightened of clicking any other buttons because the last time I did that, it knocked my stream off, and it made me look like a real buffoon. So it's probably something. 5 watching now, great. So let's try and look as though we know what we're doing, shall we? If there's 5 people watching, let's try and look like we know what we're doing. Okay, so we're favourites. Good. I had one of my oh, that's one thing I've not shown you. My staffing screen. So we're top of the shop for all of the coaching, very nearly for recruitment, and very nearly for medical staff. They won't give me any more staff. Fair dues, really. We haven't got the money. I did get a performance analyst nicked off me. So, right, what's going on here now? Oh, that's the young kid, isn't it? So anyway, I've signed a new performance analyst, and hopefully he'll analyse our performances. I think that's what they meant to do. Right, what you do? What's happening, Finley? 2-0 Chelsea. It was going to happen, that. It was going to happen. Pochettino is a top manager, and he'll not have Chelsea playing badly for a period. Okay, they've not started very well, but with the number of players he's got at his disposal, he should be getting a team together. but he's brand new in there. I'm not surprised. 2-0 Chelsea, not surprised at all. This could actually influence my beta save, because if Chelsea start going up the league, I might do somebody else. Anyway, we shall see. Okay, let's get stuck into this Karuna game. And Karuna, they are... oh, there's no point looking at the league, is there? Okay, so we've got three. We've got Alaves, Eibar, and Mallorca have all won their first game. Right, let's get stuck into this game. Let's hope we can put 3 points on the board. So there's going to be, I don't know whether you've noticed it when you've been playing, but I said this in one of my streams the other day, or one of my videos the other day. There's always a team that sets off like a runaway train, and a team that you wouldn't expect. You know, something like Santander or something like that ends up winning the first 6 games, and, you know, they're not in the media prediction or anything. If Fulham get battered 9-1, I would do a save with them. Yeah, I mean, I haven't made decisions really yet about what I'm going to do. I'm not too sure. I mean, nothing's really set in stone. And I could even go outside the Premier League. I'm not sure. Like I say, it really it's to test the game out. There's quite a few new things in the game. I was watching somebody before, one of the content creators, doing one on the new set piece routines, and that all looks quite interesting and different. So there's a lot to get used to, isn't there? And the thing is, when you're making videos for YouTube and when you're live streaming, you know, you can't. I mean, I'm not saying I don't look a buffoon at times, because I'm sure I do, but you can't really look a buffoon. You know, you've got to look like you know what you're doing. And when a brand new game comes out, then you know, you basically you've basically got to look like you know what you're doing. And the beta save really for me is that's all it's going to be. It's just going to be get used to the game, play it through, and then I'll have my grassroots to goal boots save starting on the 6th of November. Hopefully I will. Right, let's just run through this. Okie dokie. I mean, you won't be surprised to know that Lorenzo Luca is odds-on favourite to be the leading goal scorer. But then, of course, he has to stay fit, so, doesn't he? So, how many English leagues are there in FM? What you mean? Just like the vanilla game? How many English leagues? Well, there's Prem, Championship, Sky Bet 1, Sky Bet 2, National, and so is it 5 then? Well, it's 6 actually, isn't it? Because the Vanarama National North and South are split between North and South. But you can't, I mean, somebody will create a database, won't they? So that you can go, I mean, I've never done that and I wouldn't know where to start really, but you can go into like tier 8 and things like that. I know Jack worked the space. He started with, was it Guernsey? I think it was Guernsey he started with. And then ended up winning the Champions League with them. I'm not sure what you lads think about that, but I don't know. It's, I mean, I like this game to be as realistic as it is, and having Guernsey winning the Champions League. Okay, Guernsey fans, brilliant, but I'm not very sure really. I prefer to play like a non-league to legend where you start off with a team, you maybe get them promoted a couple of times, and then you get job offers, and then you move up the ladder. That's how I prefer to play the game. But, you know, each to his own. Oh, so we're on the late kickoff then, are we? Yeah, I remember you talking about Oakhampton, Finley, and tier 10. Oakhampton, Argyle. I mean, how did you do with them? How far did you get with them from tier 10? Right, okay, so I think the Ferguson save be like. I don't know what you mean by that, Finley. So I think we're going to go with Ampadu is injured though. Marvelous. Okay, so we'll bring. I mean, Sanchez is a ready-made replacement. Not Sanchez. Sergi Gomez can come in there. I have changed my positions a little bit. I've gone to central defenders rather than no nonsense. So let's see what we can do with that. We're on attacking. Let me just check all of this. It's okay. We're on floated crosses. Yeah. Counter press. We do have to be a little bit careful with this that we don't wear players out. But I have signed players this time, so I've more or less got 2 players for every position. I think we're going to play that. I think let's save that and see how we do with that. You got into the championship and the save got corrupted. The Ferguson save. Yeah, Phil. Yeah, that Ferguson save that he did. It was. Yeah, I mean, all of these things are quite interesting. I mean, the one I've got running with Schalke, I find, well, it's a mix between frustrating and interesting. But that one I can only sign German national players, and I haven't been on it for days because I've been working on this transfer window. I was on it virtually all Sunday, so I've not been on it. But that's quite interesting. You know, only been able to sign like if it was a Spanish team like Espanyol, only been able to sign Spanish nationality players. It's a tough save because, you know, I mean, German players by default are very good, but when you can't go in and sign, you know, any wonder kids, Brazilian wonder kids and things like that, you can only, and Schalke don't have a lot of money as well, so it is quite a tough save. But anyway, let's get into this game. Let's hope we can get 3 points and let's try and get going. Right, we're going to start off as we mean to go on. We're favourites. Go out there and do the job. So we're doing a bit of expecting here, because to be honest, this season I expect us to go up as champions. Nothing else will do now. We have to start performing as a team, and we have to go up as champions. But obviously, the game has its own ideas on whether it will let you do that or not. But anyway, Turkmen there with the header. Just building from the back now. Puelo, our Polido. I keep calling him Puelo. It's Polido, the new centre back. Hopefully he settles in nice and quickly. Suarez there, he's playing little simple balls at the moment and just easing ourselves into this game. Suarez down that left-hand side. Swings the ball into Tommy Doyle, headed out to Pedrosa. Surely this is going to end up in the back of the net. And that has just skimmed the outside of the post. I mean, you're asking for trouble there, Finlay. Doing Luton and only signing players from the north of London, I mean, that's... I mean, you're really giving yourself a challenge there if you do that one. Right, building out from the back again. Pedrosa down that left-hand side. We've not got a huge amount of width down that side. Turkmen, a ball over the top. He's got to settle into that position, so I don't know what he's clapping his hands over his head for, because that was shocking. Let's give him a little bit of encouragement. We've had 8 shots, 3 on target, so we should win this game. Karuna have not even got off the bus yet, and it's nearly half time. Oh, they just had the first shot. Lazo, free kick. And that is pushed round the post by their keeper. I mean, I'm expecting us to be a little bit, you know, a little bit, not iffy, but the first half a dozen games maybe, until the new players settle in, I'm expecting us not to be that great. But we have had all the possession in this half, and that is very, very poor there. Playing out from the back. Nice ball, actually, out right over to this side. Victor Gonzalez, and we know what he can do down this side. Lazo, likewise with Lazo, that's a lovely ball in. And how Denis Suarez didn't hit the back of the net with that, I don't know. Right, I am going to say I'm far from pleased. And let's just see what we can do here to just G this up a little bit. I'm going to try upping the tempo a little bit. And let's do a little bit of running at defence. See if we can't... I mean, I'm not unduly worried because first game of the season, but I would like to get 3 points out of it. But we've looked very lacklustre in front of goal. 18 shots, 6 on target. And this half is going not great, if I'm honest. And this half is running away with us. Oh, let's just watch this highlight. So Turkman taking the corner, swung it high, and that's in the back of the net. Lorenzo Luca with his first goal of the season, and a little bit of G'ing up there from the manager. And it looks like we decided to play a little bit in this half. I mean, to be fair, Lorenzo Luca doesn't even need to jump, does he? Right, let's make a few subs, and I think I'm actually going to come off the counter press a little bit because we are getting 1 or 2 tired players. Okay, let's have a look at the midfield. Let's have a look at the new... one of the new players. Says, is it Leodice? Leodice. And we'll bring Exposito in, can play in there. And we might give Vidovic a run out on that left-hand side. So we've got a couple of new players on now. So Turkman and... oh, right, I thought that was a replay of the goal. Right, okay, so we're doing up. Hiya, Andy, all right, mate? You've not missed an awful lot. I've just run through the transfers that I've been able to do. Had a lot of problems in the transfer market because there wasn't a lot of players wanted to come to us with us being in the second division. But I have made some signings. But we've given the ball away there. And that is actually cleared, that's good news. And nicely picked up by Pedrosa, and that highlight finishes. And Tommy Doyle has picked up an injury there. And I hope that is not going to be a bad injury, because that would be really, really bad. So Gregera can come on in there. And what happened with the... what happened with the... did I not press the right button? What happened there? Did I get a new goalie? I did. I've got a goalie on loan from Chelsea. He's only 20 years old, but he's got a potential of 4.5 star. So Pacheco has gone. I've sold him. And but I'm just a little bit confused about what's going on here because I made some changes and they've not gone through. Okay, let's bring Diallo on that side as well. Right, that's all my subs made. So we'll confirm them now and let's just see if that works. So it's a very slim lead in this game, and I would have thought this team, being odds-on favourite to go up as champions, should be beating Coruna by more than 1-0. But maybe it is the new players, maybe they've just got to settle in, just bed into the team, bed into the way that we play. Exposito, nice little turn again. Lorenzo Luca smashes it in the back of the net, and that will do very nicely. 10 minutes to go, 2-0 up, and Lorenzo Luca, with his new contracts under his arm, is off and running. Yeah, I've got Lorenzo Luca on a new contract, Andy, and I tried to take his buyout clause off. It was 6.5 million, but they won't let you do it. They have to have a buyout clause. So I've doubled it to 13.5. So we're going to give them a bit of praise, actually. And that's that. Yep, we've got happy smiley faces all round. So yeah, he's on about 10 grand a week more now, and his buyout clause is 13.5 million. But to be honest, for a prolific striker like Lorenzo Luca, he should be on a 30-40 million buyout clause, because somebody, I'm sure, is going to come in for him. I mean, if we do manage to get into La Liga, it'll be very interesting to see whether he actually does well in La Liga or not, whether he can make that step up. And that was very, very nearly the third. Lorenzo Luca there was just lurking. It just needed a big toe on that, but unfortunately didn't get it. So this is one of the new lads, Vidovic on this side. Nice run there. Penalty ref? No penalty? He thought it was a penalty. We got nothing for that. Can we have a clean sheet, please? I'd like my new on-loan goalkeeper to get a clean sheet. Vidovic there has won the ball back nicely. Leodice there. Ball back to Gregera. Into Esposito. That's offside, that one. Yep, the linesman's got his flag up. And that's going to run through. No, it's not. We're getting more highlights. Vidovic now. Back into Gregera. Pedrosa. That's cheap for a regular goal scorer. You mean the buyout clause? 13.5 million. Yep. I tried all sorts to try and get I don't know whether it's a Spanish thing, but you have to have a buyout clause in there. I couldn't take it off. So I thought, right, let's try and get it as high as we can. But he just would not. It got to the point where it went red. It was like, if you don't give me this, I'm kind of walking kind of thing. So I thought, right, okay, 13.5 million. But anyway, he's well done, lads. Good win. I'm going to say that was a comprehensive win, because we need to get the dynamics of this team. We need to get that ticking over like a well-oiled clock, and let's start putting some points on the board. We just need to alter these. Match tactics. We need some team bonding in there, and we need a match review in there. Other than that, the new FM24 set piece. What's he out? Pulled ankle ligaments, 2 to 3 weeks. Thanks very much, Football Manager. That's brilliant. Yeah, the new set piece thing looks very, very interesting. Having to have a dedicated staff member for it. So that'll be quite interesting, because that's another area of the game that I love getting all the staffing levels really good. So that's something new to learn. Hopefully that'll be a nice addition to the game. But then I never really go overboard with all these, like when FM23 came, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing this, we're doing that. And a lot of the things you never use. I mean, like the transfer thing meetings. I never use them. They're nowhere near as good as they were in FM22. I never use it. I mean, look at all the graphics for the European, the Champions League and whatever. I think we all watched one of them. Nobody ever watches them anymore. So I'd kind of reserving judgment a bit until the game comes out, got my hands on it, and I can do a little bit of fiddling myself. Alex has gone very quiet. He was keeping me updated before on how many people were watching, and we did have 5 at one point. So anyway, so we've got games are thick and fast now. So we're playing Legan now, 2-3 days later, and let's see if we can do the same thing again. So we're going to have to change at DM now. What's this here? Oh, Ostigard. I've been in for him, and he won't come to me. 4 or 5 million. You see, I'd pay that for him, Ostigard, without a shadow of a doubt. He looks amazing, but he won't come to us. I've tried. I mean, I can make an offer for him. Again, he's very right-footed though, but I think he would be a bit of a difference maker at the back. Let's make an offer. Yeah, let's offer 5 million for him. I've got the money, but I don't think he'll come. I'm sure I've tried it before. I do like the look of him though. He looks very, very good. But the transfer story's been leaked. So Leicester want him and Nice want him. And no interest in... And this is... I've been dealing with this all day Sunday and for 2 hours today. The number of players who just won't come to us. I suppose I don't blame them. He's a top defender. But I mean, what do you do? Right, how's the Chelsea game going on, Finlay? You've been keeping us updated. Is it still 2-0 to Chelsea? 2-0 to Chelsea. They were going to come good at some stage, weren't they? I tell you, we're not doing very well at the moment. My team. We've lost the last 2 now, and I don't know whether it's new players in the team and just, I mean, like my team here, Espanyol, I'm not sure what's going on, but we just don't look solid in defence, and going forward we're a little bit ponderous. Not quite sure what's going on. And we've got Leipzig in midweek at their place. That's going to go well, isn't it, if we don't turn up? Okay, let's get into this game. And the next game after this is Granada, who are second favourites for promotion. So that is going to be a tough game. So we've got Tommy Doyle there as out, pulled ankle ligaments, and Diallo. Right, let's get into this. Fitness tests, we don't need them. Team selection, so Doyle is out. So who we're going to play in there? Exposito had a good game last time, so I think we will play him in there. He's not perfect at it though. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to make him a DM. We'll have him as a DM. Are we away or at home? We're away. And we'll make Turkman a deep line playmaker. Okay, so I think what was wrong with Ampadu? Oh, he was injured, wasn't he? So Vilhena is on a 6.7, so he didn't have the best game last time. I think we'll leave it at that though. Let's bring, he's on a fitness Diallo. Hey James, are you all right? Half time of the Chelsea match. So is it Finley's been keeping us up to date with the score? What he said it was 2-0. So is it 2-0 still? I suppose this is the problem with streaming on a Monday night, isn't it? Because if there's a decent Monday night Premier League game on, then yeah. Well, so James, we're into the new season. We played one game. It was a home game. We won 2-0. It's still right, yeah. Yeah, we won 2-0. I have made some signings. I brought Tommy Doyle in, for instance, as a DM, but he's immediately got injured. He's out for 3 weeks. So I have made some signings, but it's I spent a lot of Sunday in the transfer window. Absolute nightmare. Nobody wants to come to us. There's just been a really good example of it. Ostigard, really top class centre back, wouldn't come to us. So I'm hoping that the signings that I've made are not going to be second rate signings. But anyway, I think we're going to go with the same team again. Lorenzo Luca has already scored 2 goals. And let's submit this team. Tommy Doyle is injured. You're right, he is. Okay, so we're just going to have to take him out then, in that case. Vidovic looked quite lively when he came on. Yeah, we know he's lacking match experience, but if Tommy Doyle's injured, there's not a lot I can do, is there really? Right, we need a little bit more of a dynamic performance, and I'm going to say I want you to pick up from where you left off last time, and I am going to be doing a lot of this season, expecting, well, odds-on favourite to be champions, we expect. Please, can you deliver? So we're in the snazzy pink kit for this game. Legan. I think they lost their first game, so can we keep it nice and tight at the back? Nice head there from Pedrosa. Suarez doesn't pick that up. Go on, Pedrosa, after him. 2 players there. And that's in the back of the net. We're losing 1-0. That was really poor. Really poor, that. Let me just make a little change. If they're going to do that to us, let's just... oh, dear me. I'll get there in the end. Right, let's just do that. I mean, 1 minute 40 seconds. It's not a disaster, but we could have done a little bit better in defence there. Don't really want to see that again, thanks. Yeah, come on, lads, now. No shots, nothing on target. 6 minutes. Can we take the game to them now, please? Because, again, this is a game I expect to be winning. The next game against Granada, I'm expecting a tough game. Vilhena now, what's he going to do with this? Is he going to chip that into the box? It's in the box and saved. Well, I've just been talking about it, James. I think when a new game comes out, I always reserve judgment a little bit because, I mean, we were all like fairly excited about a lot of the things in FM23, but then, you know, things like the transfer thing that they've got in it. It's nowhere near as good as FM22. I'm not sure yet. It looks interesting. I quite like the look of this new set piece member of staff. That looks very interesting. But until it comes out and we get our hands on it and can have a fiddle with it, then I think I'm reserving judgment. Suarez, lovely goal. Nice right-footed goal. He didn't have the best of games against Coruna, but that's a nice goal to get us back in the game. So Lazo did a nice little bit of work on that side. He put the player off. The ball gets floated over. We win the possession back. And Suarez, I've seen Suarez do that a few times on his right foot. He scored one last season where he bent it round the keeper, coming in off that left-hand side as an inside forward. I think is his best position. But anyway, don't kick him. Don't kick him. Come on, we need to win that ball again. Don't kick him. Right, we need We need this keeper to settle in. This new on loan keeper. We need him to. But yeah, you know, James, it's all. I think the in theory, there's a lot more stuff in it than we expected out of FM24. I think we all expected that there would be minor changes here and there, and then everything would be FM25. But they seem to have worked quite hard at it. We'll just have to wait and see whether these changes are actually useful. But I'm reserving judgment at the moment. I've not done any videos on it because Lorenzo Luca. Oh, Lorenzo Luca, lad. Yeah, I mean, I know it get as a content creator, it gets views and all of that kind of thing. But at the moment, it looks very interesting. We will have to see, won't we? Right, I'm still not. Oh no, Exposito. Just a yellow ref. Right, that is far from ideal. I'm going to drop. Can Turkman tackle? Yes, he can. Right, I'm going to have as a DLP on defend then. I mean, that is far, far from ideal. We might have to go to a low block here, I think. We might have to go to a low block for the second half. Now we're down to 10. Inverted wing backs and full backs, yeah. I mean, it's a difficult one. I mean, I watched Phil's video on it, and he kind of said, as he was saying, I was thinking it, that they've kind of given the perspective from an attacking perspective on what your team can do. But what's it going to be like defending against that? I'm guessing the game. I think if I'm reading it right, the game is going to get a lot more technical, and it's probably going to favour players who, I mean, human players. It's going to favour human players who like to tinker with tactics and all of that. I mean, it's not really my area of expertise, so we'll have to see how it goes. But right, I'm going to say I'm far from pleased, and I think we are going to go into a low block, I think. So Vilhena is going to go as a Mazzala on support, and I think we will just drop Turkman back, and he can be a DLP. Suarez, I don't know why I've got him doing that. He should be an inside forward. And Lazo should be an inverted winger. I maybe need to go in and change that. Just going to put them on support. And the fullbacks want to go on support as well. That all needs changing, to be honest. I thought I'd done all of this. Defending. Cover. 4-4-2 lump it long will probably still work. Yeah. I suppose so. It's not a tactic that I've even like my grassroots to goal boots save when I started with a club in the national north or south. I never really like to play the long ball lump it thing. I don't know. It's not really the kind of football that I like to play. So I can see what the AI is at here. I can see what they're doing. So I brought Tommy Doyle in as the new deep line playmaker, defensive midfield player. But they've injured him for 3 weeks. So I brought Exposito in to replace him. He's now got a straight red card, which will be 3 matches. So I can see what they're doing. It's I think we are still going to play attacking. I don't want to drag them onto us. I'll find a way. Yeah. Right, okay, let's get back into this. I mean, can we nick this? We've had 8 shots, 4 on target. It's very, very even at the moment. Our XG is better than theirs. We've had more possession. So I think we are going to give them a bit of encouragement. But it's Legan, again on the attack. Nicely won there, though, by Gomez. Lazo down the right-hand side. Inside again to Gomez. Poor touch from Gomez. And the shot loops up. He never had control of that ball then. And the keeper scoops that up. So I think it's about time to make some changes. And I think, again, this this tactic where I'm playing, let's drop the press. My players, it's only the second game. My players are getting really tired again. Okay, let's have a look at midfield. Let's bring Gregera can come on for Turkmen. I think Leodice can come on for Villena. And I think we probably need to do something with the centre backs as well, just to try and keep us tight at the back. So that box there has all been changed now. Right, let's go with that. Can we actually nick a winner here? Give them a bit more encouragement. So it's still 1-1. I mean, with 10 men away from home, I don't suppose a 1-1 is too bad. I think I can make... Can I make one more substitution? I think I can, can't I? How is Suarez playing? He's on a 7.3. I'm going to switch Suarez to that side, and I'm going to bring Vidovic on. Let's just give him... Let's see what instructions we can give him. I'm going to give him a shoot more often. I'm going to give him a tackle harder instruction as well. Let's see whether he can come on and just make that difference for us. I mean, thanks to Exposito getting sent off, that is quite a poor result. And we've dropped 2 points there. And we should have won that match. I'm not letting up on them this season. They need to perform. Okay, so 2 games played, 4 points. But to be fair, everybody's dropped points. Nobody's standing out. Where are Granada? My word. So Granada are expected to go up automatically. I've played 2 games and only got 1 point. And we play them next. Let me just have a look at the training. I think we need to... I'm going to put some rest in there, I think. Let's do a day of rest there. Because the players are getting very, very tired. Doesn't help the number of games that we're playing, obviously. Right, okay. So I'm just wondering whether I should come off. Let's just knock that trigger press down a little bit, and let's come off the counter press a little bit as well, because it's no good having these players tired 3/4 of the way through the game. Exposito is only banned for 1 match. All right, okay, I thought that was for... Right, okay, that's fine. Just the one match is better than three. What's my director of football doing? My director of football is obsessed with bringing a backup keeper in. Um, yeah, we don't want a backup keeper, thanks. Right, so we're playing Granada at home. Now, this is kind of a six-pointer, really, because if they're expected to go up automatically, a win in this game would be absolutely brilliant. This is what I'm talking about, the deadline day recruitment meeting. Does anybody use this? I attended a few and found it a waste of space, so I never go in them now. The one in FM22, I used it all of the time. It was a different animal, obviously, and I did find some decent players in there. So, anyway. Right. I don't know how many are still in. I mean, I'm guessing the Chelsea game's kicked off, so James will probably be watching that now. I mean, everybody might have gone. Andy, Finlay, Alex. Has everybody gone watching the Chelsea game? Right. Let's get into this game. And in fact, I don't know whether I've done any praising yet. So let's give some praise out here. Turkman is training well, which is really good. But of course, as we see there, he's not very happy with the trigger press and he's not very happy with his position role yet. So Polido is not got used to the Polido. What's going on here? Oscar Gill. Chelsea never. Yeah. Lazo, let's give him some. Just need to have a quick look at Polido, because apparently he's not happy with his role. Although to be fair, looking at one or two of them, they're not either. Victor Gomez. What's wrong with Victor Gomez then? Okay, see you, James. I mean, can we say, come on, Fulham? Come on, Fulham. Don't know what to do really about that. So we've got players there who are not happy with the roles that they're playing. Right, so we are favourites for this game. I have to say, Andy, I did play Championship Manager years and years ago, and I was never very good at it. And then I bought FIFA, and FIFA was that was it for me. Then I just played FIFA. Me and my son used to set tournaments up, and I played FIFA for years and years. Um, and then I got back into this through COVID, through lockdown, and I watched LaLiga playing and got really interested in it. I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy the game and I'm going to have a go at it. And then, of course, because I'm a bit of an amateur video editor and thumbnail creator and all of that kind of thing, then I thought, you know what, could I actually do that? And that's where my YouTube channel kind of sprung from. But no, I didn't play it an awful lot, Andy. So no, I was never very good at Championship Manager. I don't I don't think I liked the spreadsheety um, you know aspect of it. I mean, I know this is very spreadsheety, but at least you get the 3D match engine, which I mean, I have a love-hate relationship, as we know, and the rest is history. Yeah, well, we shall see. Right, so a win in this game could actually send us top. We're at home, but it is Granada, so let's see what we can do here. And again, my director of football's in for a goalkeeper. Why does he think that we need a goalkeeper? Backup goalkeeper. I've got Slonina, who is on loan from Chelsea, and I've got Juan Garcia, who is a very, very adequate replacement for him. Why does he think we need a backup goalkeeper? That was that centre back, wasn't it? Right, we just need to go back in now. Get rid of that. It would be handy if they brought in FM24, if you could say to your director of football, can you go and find me this player? I've actually set up some recruitment targets, but he takes no notice of them at all and does his own thing. But he did bring Vidovic in. So this is what I said about my director of football. I use them all the time, but you have to keep an eye on them. But he did bring Vidovic in for me, which was a real boon. Because yeah, we'll injure your keeper. Well, I mean, maybe. I mean, they're already trying to do me a little bit at defensive midfield player. I mean, you bring a player in like Tommy Doyle, I'm thinking, right, I've got a really good DM there. He's our player. He's not on loan. Let's get him nicely settled in. And then he gets ankle ligament damage. Right, so Exposito now is out as well. So Grugera's on a fitness. So again, we can see what they're doing there, can't we? I think Grugera is going to have to play. Because I have some decent cover for midfield. But of course, Ampadu can play there actually. Should we play Ampadu there? He will have to play as a defensive midfield player though. Just a bit worried about Grugera being on a fitness. Let's stick Ampadu there, and he can just sit in there and hopefully do a job for us. Right, who's not playing particularly well at the moment? Ampadu on a 6.7. Oh well, it can only go one or two ways, this, can't it? I do need to start doing a bit of rotation as well. I might bring Reece Williams in. Let's start doing a little bit of rotation. One of the things that, I know I should move players around into the second team and under 19s. One of the things I think did me at the end of last season was that I had a really good fully fit 11, but then the rest of them weren't fit enough to play, and I think that really did me. Right, okay. Reece Williams is coming on and playing at centre back. Let's save the game and let's get into it. Yeah, let's hope we don't get an injured keeper. I have actually myself, when I was doing all the transfer stuff, I did actually look for a keeper, a better one than Juan Garcia, but it was the same old story. Anybody who was any use at all just wouldn't come to us, and we're not going to be able to sign top players until we get back into LaLiga. Okay. Right, I'm going to go with my assistant manager. Should we switch it up a bit? Trust you to make the difference. Let's just switch it up a little bit. Let's just do something a little bit different in the team talks. Right, come on, lads. We need to get 3 points here because this is Granada and they're expected to go up. So, a bit of encouragement. Granada have actually had 2 shots. But Lazo with a corner, swinging the ball in, and the ball gets cleared off the line. And this is not a colour clash, is it? Who decided on these kits? I'm struggling to pick our players out there. Reece Williams, don't lose that ball. All the way back to the keeper. Now, very often, this results in a goal because it basically pulls all the defence out and then you just hit them over the top. Ball to Lazo, Turkman. Ball out to Gonzalez. Ball into the box, but not this time. Ball hoofed out there. That should easily be picked up. There was no need. I hope FM24 cuts that out. The way these this is going to be in the back of the net. The way these defenders head the ball when there's no need to head it. Just trap the ball. Just let it drop, trap it, play it away. You don't need to head it. Turkman, nice ball back in. Vilhena. We're working our way back out now. Vilhena. So Lazo, stick that in. We've hit the post. Oh, Lorenzo Luca, though, follows up. Is he going to get called offside there? I didn't see where he'd run from. What's the referee going to do here? And it's standing. That is nice. I like it. So Lorenzo Luca again with the goal, and he's started this season off the way he finished last season. Well, you've been for something to eat, have you, Alex? Turkman finishes very, very nicely. He just picked his spot and said thank you very much. And that's the first goal for our new midfielder. If you're wondering why it's in capitals, that's his surname. He's one of these fancy players who wanted to be known by his first name. And his first name was something like Cemo, C-E-M-O. And I thought, no, I'm not doing that. So I've just called him Turkman as a nickname. But my keyboard was on caps. What can you do? I think they need a bit of praise, actually. Can we give them a bit of praise? Right, can we keep it tight at the back? Keep it tight at the back, lads. Let's keep a clean sheet. I want my new on-loan goalkeeper to have as many clean sheets this season. That's going in the back of the net. So as I'm speaking, our defence there was really, really, really poor. I mean, we just watched this again. Lovely run there from Melendo. And Arezzo just sticks the ball in the back of the net. Okay. Disgraceful. Lazo's now injured. And we've given the ball away. Can you pick that up, Williams? No, can't get a foot on it. Lazo there. Lazo's playing with one leg here. Look at him. He's all over his shop. He's winning the ball. He's dashing about all over his shop. He's only got one leg. Right, come on. Ampadu. Yeah, Vilhena. Can we get another goal just before half time? That would make up for not having a clean sheet. Oh! And the keeper there makes a lovely save. Well, when I say lovely, it wasn't lovely for us. Lazo, with his one leg, is going to swing this ball in. It's a high ball, that, and the keeper just takes that one. And Lazo is actually looking quite badly injured. Right, okay. we've had a lot of shots on target, so I'm quite happy. Right, Lazo. So Diallo is going to have to come on. How's Suarez playing? He's on 7.2. Yeah, let's bring Diallo on the wing. Oh, I see, yeah. Lack of hash browns. I don't really like hash browns. They're not really a thing that I have. I hear a lot of people like talking about them as though, they make a breakfast or whatever. But I don't really like hash browns. My Sunday roast for my tea was scrummy. I really enjoyed it. I've been trying to work out how to do a Sunday roast for one for a while, and I think I maybe cracked it. But we had the discussion before, didn't we, about I have to eat early so I can stream, because if I get back from football practice, then I can't eat. Victor Gomez on a yellow card. Okay, let's bring Oscar Gill on then. Let's not risk that. And Turkman's on a 7.4, having a good game. But I think we need to do a little bit of swapping things round. So let's bring Leah Dice on as the DLP. Let's go with that. I tell you what I did want to do at half time that I forgot. I wanted to pull the line back a little bit, step up more. Right, come on, lads. Can we get the third? No, don't give the Williams has not been great since he came on, has he? It's his first game. I mean, fair dues, but he's not been great. You can't be giving the ball away there. Right, it's all very nice, this, lads, but can we just step it up a little bit? Let's get the ball through. Come on, Vilhena, stick it in the back of the net, and that's it. 3-1, very, very nice. It's a shame we're giving that goal away. It might be my keeper. It might be he's just got to settle in. Never really sure about on-loan keepers, because it's a very, very specialised position, isn't it? And I'm never very sure about them, whether or not they're actually fully committed to the job. But anyway, we shall see. Yeah, I did. I had chicken, and so I did chicken and onions, a few herbs, a bit of gravy. But then what makes a Sunday roast is Yorkshire puddings. So I bought some Aunt Bessie's Yorkshire puddings. So I had that with some cauliflower, and it was scrummy. Yeah. And like I say, I batch cook, so I've got another 3 of them in the freezer now, which is great. Vilhena, can he put that in? Keeper makes a save. You see, this is where, hopefully, in FM24, we're going to have a set piece coach who's going to sort all of that out. So every free kick is going to go in the top corner. And I think we are just going to... Let's just have a look and see. Do we need to make any more changes? Suarez is now looking tired, so Vidovic can come on for him. That's 4 on 70 minutes. We'll just leave it at that for now. Yeah, it's difficult with Sunday roasts. I was saying to my daughter the other day, I mean, I have Sunday roast when I go around and visit her house, but then, she's got like 4 kids and a husband, and so making a Sunday roast for her is really easy. But for me to make a Sunday roast, that was poor touch from Lorenzo. Yeah, for one, it's not. Obviously, it can be done, but it's better if you do a batch cook, and then you basically can we pick that ball up, Vilhena? Just trap that. That's it. Nicely, Vidovic, stick it in the corner, and we can all go to bed. Oh, he's missed it. My word. I have to say at the moment, though, and this is touch wood. I'm touching some wood, believe it or not. this is a better start than we had last season. Last season, I think, was it set us off on a really bad run, and we did pick it up, but the start that we had wasn't great. So we were like in the playoff places after the first 5 or 6 games. Phil Heener did really well there, regained his balance. Gomez, come on, Williams, nice ball. Just play it simple, Williams. You don't need to dicker about on the ball and lose it. Just play it simple. Header. Vilhena again, working wonders in that midfield. He's picking everything up. And we've got a ball in the box. That's going to come back in again. No, it's not. Melendo, their player, with an injury. Ball forward. Williams there, very, very, very poor. And that's in the back of the net for 3-2. Oh my word, we had this game won, didn't we? Right, hold on a second. Williams is going to have to come off. He's having an absolute stinker. So I've got Puido on there, haven't I? Puido's going to have to come on. That's my 5th sub. And so let's just drop into the low block. I need to sort that out, actually. I need to sort this third tactic out. Right, can we hold on to this 3-2? I've made some changes there, but we were coming back to a corner for Granada. So Melendo, with the injury, he's still playing on. And the keeper came for that flat and didn't get it. Whoa, got away with one there. So we're going to get a bunch of highlights now. 5 minutes of time added on. Bunch of highlights incoming. Pedrosa win that ball. Vidovic has played brilliantly. Lovely ball. Nice work between him and Pedrosa. Luca, what can Luca do? Luca's not had the greatest of games at all. Not had the greatest of games. Can we win that ball? That's going to be 3-3, I'm guessing. Oh my word. What is going on? Oh, we had this game won. Oh my word. How have they scored 3 goals with an XG of 0.78? We had all the possession, an XG of 2.55. That can only be down to the keeper. It's got to be the new keeper, that, hasn't it? I'm not having an awful lot of luck with keepers at the moment. In my Schalke save, it's going bad with keepers. Well, Ampadu, you can look disheartened, but I'm sorry. This is poor. This is very, very, very poor. I'm just saying there that we've started off the season so much better, and we've now had a win and 2 draws. Absolutely shocking. Right, okay. We are getting a little bit of space between games now, so I do want to just go into these tactics though. So this low block tactic, we need to have the fullbacks on support. Suarez needs to be the inside forward. Lazo, inverted winger. DLP, centre backs. need to be on defending and cover. Nico Williams has not covered himself in glory at this moment in time. Right, okay, what time is it? What are we doing? 9:30. Should be able to get another couple of games in. Let me just pull this line back a little bit. Just wondering whether that was tiredness there. But then in theory, Granada have played the same amount of games. I'm not quite sure why we're conceding all these goals, unless it is my... I was wondering whether we should put some goalkeeping training in. Let's have some goalkeeping, shot stopping in there. And handling. Let's just do one session of that, see. Right, so we have got a little bit of time now. Right, we can't afford him anyway, even if he wanted to come. And Scott McKenna, no. Right, Oviedo are 7th at the moment. I mean, we need to be winning this one. This is... We really needed 3 points out of that game. Really, really needed 3 points out of that game. Okay, so they're saying add Denis Suarez to free kick taking. Hang about. Piece takers. Denis Suarez. Where are we now? Where is he? Suarez. So we've not got him on at all. We've got Lazo on free kick taking. Why have we not got Suarez in there? Vidovic, 13. I mean, Suarez plays more than he does. A better engine, not as tired. Yeah, I think that's what's doing us at the moment. I mean, I was very tempted in the summer to change off the gegenpress because I did notice that a lot last season. We were getting very, very tired. But I wanted to try and keep the familiarity with the tactic. Ampadu now is out 4 or 5 days. I mean, I suppose this could be a product of the fact that we are tired. Oh my word, is at it again. We don't need a goalkeeper. Can you just look any other position you can look for? We don't need a goalkeeper. And we don't need a goalkeeper from Schalke who's got an average rating of 5. I mean, come on. Right, what is it? What's my, like, have a look at my director of football. What's his, right, he shouldn't be finding stuff like that. 18, 19 and the 17th for negotiating. He's very determined. I mean, what's he doing? That's shocking. Right, hang about. Looks like we've got getting some offers here. They're after Gregera again. Um, it's in, isn't it? We don't want him. Offer for Gregera. Yep. Walk away from that one. That's sorted that out. Oh, I missed that one, Andy. I should have. Right, okay. Right. But to be honest, it worked either way, that. It worked as a joke, but it actually worked in game as well because we are suffering with tiredness in games. So it worked either way, but yeah, Ford Granada, great engine. It's a car I never had, a Ford Granada. I've had a few Fords, but I've never had a Ford Granada. Right, we don't want to take part. What they're talking about here, Nicholas Dominguez, Bologna, 14 million, I wish. Ostigard. I mean, why is that in there when I've already offered him another contract and he won't come to us? Ruggiero, left hand side. I mean, he looks all right, but we've got two left backs. Dominguez, 14.25. How much have we got now? I mean, I could put it on. I could put it on the. Actually, 10. He won't come to us though. That's the thing. He won't come to us. Oh, he's Argentinian. Fine, forget that. We can't have him anyway. Decline. No, it was a very good joke, Andy. It was very, very good. It was just that I was. It actually. If it hadn't have applied to the game, I would have probably gone down the joke route. But it applied to the game as well, so. Another goalkeeper, I guess. Yep, another goalkeeper. Fine. He's very. I'm sure he is interested in negotiating. The fact that he's not very good. Right. So what we're missing here, we're missing Vidovic, Ampadu, and the goalkeeper. Right. Let's postpone that then. Here's me saying we should get another 2 games in. I don't know whether we will at this rate. Right, okay. It's been moved. That's good. Right, I've done a load of praising, so that should be fine. Right, we've got a nice week there free. Now, I think I might leave that week free as well. Try and get a little bit of... little bit of fitness back, I think. Just sign a keeper to keep him happy. You know what? I've actually thought about that. When he was doing it yesterday, I mean, virtually every player he was coming up with was a goalkeeper, and I thought, shall I get rid of all my goalkeepers? Let him just sign a keeper to keep him happy. But in the end, I do like Vidovic though that he's brought in, so it has actually worked quite well. And he wasn't even on my radar, Vidovic. Oh, so transfer window roundup, biggest spenders, Espanyol. Most players in Espanyol. And the top transfer window deal was Montez to Arsenal. Right, it's passed, that's fine. Transfer registration, that's all fine. We just need to start doing it on the pitch now. The start that we've had is far from ideal. Far from ideal. Look at this. A win and 2 draws. I mean, I'm afraid I'm not having that at all. Heads are going to start rolling if we don't start turning it on. 16-year-old midfielder with 4.5-star potential. What does he want then? You're asking too much. Some of these young kids, he's only 16. He wants £2.5 grand a week. 2, 3. No, you're not having any of this. No, you're not having that. Minimum fee release clause we have to have. In fact, you're not even having that either. And you want 2.9 now, do you? You can have 2.5. 2.6. I very nearly walked away from that one then. 16 years old. Well, exactly. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? And I did have that in mind yesterday when I was going through the summer transfer window. I thought, at least if he signs a goalkeeper, even if it's just somebody to go in the reserves, then he might concentrate on somebody else better. Now, you see, this, for me, this is no better than last season now. This is why we ended up not getting promoted automatically last season, because after 3, 4, 5, 6 games, we were only in 6th place. This is exactly the same as last season. No difference at all. We need to be top and we need to stay there. See, Granada have won 2-0 now. So that's pushed Granada up the league. Where are they now, Granada? Yeah, that's pushed them up to 7th now. This is not going well again. I'm not having an awful lot of luck with this live stream at all. Sergio Gomez now somebody wants. Well, Lorenzo Luca, player of the month. Okay, fair dues. Have I got a what's it with him? I don't know where to find that. Have I made him a promise that he can go for a certain amount of money? 8.25 million. I think I have actually. Right, okay, here we go again. I mean, can we actually start? I mean, there's some defensively, we're not good. And it could well be this keeper. I mean, he's on a 7.03. Pedrosa's not playing well. 7.6 point. Right, let's play Lello out there. So we've still got Tommy Doyle, is still injured. And have we got who we got back? Right, Gregera can play there, I think. Let's just knock that down to positive. Right, let's play this game and see what happens. We're away though. I'm kind of wondering whether Lazo 6.93. No, keep it as it is. Submit the team. Right, can we keep a clean sheet? Right, I'm not going to talk to the players this time. Don't seem to be having a great effect on them. Snazzy pink kit again. Come on, snazzy pink kit. Can we do a job in this game? 12 minutes, we've had one shot, nothing on target. Lello inside. Vilhena, I've no idea what Vilhena did then. Bit of a hop, skip and a jump. I actually think I've still got Williams at centre back, haven't I? Should have changed that. Come on, ref, you need to be adding some time on for this. See that header out again that's falling to. That was a great tackle. Great tackle. Lello, can you do a bit better than Pedrosa? Gomez now. Williams, can we have a better performance from you? He's looking a bit dithery, isn't he? He's just not sure about... We've lost the ball there, Turkman. Come on, we need to stay switched on now. Great save from, what's he called? Slonina. Great save that from Slonina. Right, we need to do the business up the other end of the pitch now. Lazo, what's he going to do? He's going to have a oh my word, what's their keeper doing? Oh my word, what is their keeper doing? I mean, that was a P-roller, wasn't it? Look at that. I mean, there was a bit of bend on it, but the keeper had that all of the way. Right, now, the target here, lads, the target is a clean sheet. That's the target. We're going to drop them a bit of praise. Let's see if that cheers them up. Cheer them all up no end, that. Brilliant management. Brilliant management. I'd be quite happy here if we had an XG of 0.3 and won 3-0, because that last game was off the scale XG-wise, and we ended up conceding 3 goals. Right. Things are going well, but you're capable of better. Anybody looking tired? Suarez is having a good game. I want to try and get this Vidovic on, but... I need to get that Ivan Azon playing as well. I'm just wondering, can I do that now? Training. I can't. Can't do it yet. He needs to get some game time. Right, let's just go into the second half. Come on, Espanyol. Definitely, come on, Espanyol. Right, remember, lads, clean sheet. Every time they get the ball, I'm going to remind you from the touchline. Clean sheet is what we need here. If we get a clean sheet, we've got the 3 points, but we need a clean sheet. We need to start getting clean sheets more. Lazo, ball up the wing there. Is he going to play it to him? I have no idea what they were doing there. There was 2 of them. Good header, good powerful header, but unfortunately doesn't hit the target. And now they're coming at us. Get your head on that, Williams. Nice lip on the wing. Go on, Lazo, up the wing. Just slide it across now. Lorenzo Luca. Suarez is going to bend that in with his right foot. That's in the back of the net. And he didn't really seem to catch that very well, but that's gone in nicely. 2-0. But knowing how flaky our defence can be, that was a nice counter-attack. That lovely ball across. I thought Lorenzo Luca had got that, but that's very, very nice. Let's get 60 minutes up and then we'll make a few subs, I think. Lello, ball into the box. Get ahead on that. It's coming out to Gregera. Gregera's going to swing this in. No, he's not. He's playing it to Tippmann out wide. Yep. Come on, Lello. Ball in the box. Get your head on it. Gomez, come on. This is about third bite of the cherry. Gregera again. We're battering him here. Get the ball in the back of the net and it just goes over. Right, time to make a few subs. And Turkman and Gregera in midfield. So I think I'm going to change all my midfield, I think. Liadice can come in for Vilhena. And I think I might bring Azon on up front. We'll drop it. Oh, actually, he's... how tall is he? Oh, he's only 6 foot. They're saying a target forward. Pressing forward with 14 aggression. Okay, let's have him as a pressing forward then. What else can we do here? Williams is having a good game this game, 7.2. Sergio Gomez, not so much. Let's bring Puido on for him. Right, 4 changes, 2-0 up. Just wonder if it's made the difference playing positive this time instead of going all out attacking. Get your head on that. Ah, straight into the keeper's hands. What time is it? 10 to. I think I might just get one more game in after this and then. Right, Gonzalez with a throw into their box. He had 3 pet players to play that to then. And, right, remember, lads. Remember what we're looking for. We're looking for a clean sheet. Clean sheet. Watch this player running through here. Anybody marking him? That is not a clean sheet, is it? That is not a clean sheet. Why did nobody... What are we doing here? Oh my word, that was absolutely awful. I mean, let's drop into the low block. I mean, this is awful. Why are we not chasing back? What are we doing? That is absolutely terrible. Please tell me we're not going to concede another one now. And it's going to go 2-2. Free kick. Just stick this in the top corner now and then we can all retire happy. Yeah, I do my best, Alex, to stay calm. The trouble is, I think if you cut me, it wouldn't be blood. It would be football. I get so engrossed in games. This is why I know Phil always seems to want to have an answer to a lot of the buffoonery that goes on in the game. But for me, I want this game to play properly and not buffoonery. And it really, I didn't sleep Friday night after that defeat in the playoff final. I was absolutely gutted. And I know it's just a computer game. I tried to reason it out on the Saturday. I thought, okay, got a PS5. I've got 2 games on the go on that at the moment that I'm playing. I play tons of games on the PlayStation and I don't get anywhere near as passionate with them. Football, whole different ball game. Right, okay. Oh, not done a team talk. Right. Well done, lads. We weren't at our best. I have no idea why we're not at our best, but well done anyway. So we got the 3 points. Fine. 4 played. Although I'm guessing Lugo and Gijon will probably win, but you were thinking about the final that night. It was, I think, one of the mistakes I made in it, I think, was Phil, whenever I'm getting a little bit worked up, he always says that, calm down, don't panic, Izzies. And I think I panicked in that game. And because nothing was happening, I brought Suarez in as a shadow striker. I brought my other winger in as attacking midfielder just to try and get more people running through the middle. But it wasn't a tactic that we'd trained, and maybe if I'd have just left the tactic as it was, maybe we would have got an equaliser or something. I don't know. It's difficult to say. But it is good advice to not panic. The problem is I'm so desperate to win every game. I would put all 11 players as advanced forwards, which obviously is not the right thing to do. What time is it now? Because we've actually got a week now. Right, so Gijon this season then are that team. So Gijon are the team that weren't really predicted to do anything. Have won 3, drawn 1, have got 10 points on our top. We are in 3rd place with 8 points. I think I might leave it there, to be honest, because we've got a week now before the next game. Yeah, what we're on the 1st. It's 11 days now till the next game. I'm thinking, I don't know whether to play a friendly in there or not, or whether just to give them a rest. But I think I might leave it there, and we'll come back on Friday and play a bunch more games. I mean, we've only actually played 4 games tonight, which is not a lot, if I'm honest. But then I did do quite a bit at the beginning about transfers, etc. So maybe we'll get Cartagena, Tenerife, Burgos, Eibar, and possibly Alvarez in Friday's episode. Okay, I think we are going to leave it there. So I know you're still there, Alex. Nice of you to come in and keep me company. I don't know whether Andy's still there. I know James has gone off to watch the game. Finley has gone quiet, so I don't know whether Finley's still there. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. We've had a couple of good hours there tonight, and 2 wins, 2 draws. It's not the start I would have liked, but let's hope from here on in we can start picking some more points up. Okay, yeah, I'll see you on Friday, Alex. Again, like I say, thanks for coming. And we are going to leave it there. And thanks very much.